in 2016, 2017. You all know, you are my colleagues. I work with us already as a presenter. There was a day I was going to the office. Then the Araba people, I think was it the Araba time, something just happened. I saw a black lady who came to drop a newborn baby into the dustbin. I was living in Kubwa then. So, I don't know that there was a woman that saw this lady. The woman has already accused the lady that what happened. So when the lady now turned back, her back was full of blood. So I came down from the Araba and I said, I want to know what is happening. I went there and I saw the woman. I said, woman, what happened? She said, come. And I showed him my ID card, so the ID card. And I said that, could you believe that this lady came to drop this newborn baby into this at Federal House in FHA then? What happened? And now, I was trying to harass her. I said, why did you do this? What happened? Now this black lady is like, when the lady got pregnant, he doesn't know the particular person that gave her that pregnancy. And the parent now said that she should go away with that child. And he said she had no option than to go and throw the baby and to go away with the child. Even we have a system in Nigeria that is working. A system that is working in Nigeria, that somebody like this can even take the child to either a motherless home, either national hospital, or anywhere that government can be taking care of her and the baby child and the baby. But because the system is not working, so I just came, that's life value. That is where the issue of life value came about. Know that Nigeria, we don't value life. And that is why we now say that before we leave this planet Earth, we will do the little. And the concept of living in Europe is, I don't know how to pay people for money. We don't pay people for money. But what we do, we give you our own content. We give you our concept. We give you our idea that you will pay for. So on that note, I came up with, Queen of Odua. So when I was Queen of Odua beauty pageantry. So when I was thinking how will I get money, the idea of living Europe came. And I said, this living Europe cannot just be like that. How do we go about it? Let us begin to be honoring people that have impacted to the society. And no other platform to project that is this life value awareness, and that is why the life value awareness come all about and the Living Hero Award come all about. Okay. I want to say a very big thanks to them, even though that have not come, which we are still expecting people, because this event, we see those that have received this honor before. I said something, I said I don't know how to beg for money. This concept, whenever we give you the award, we don't have price tag, or whatever. Whenever we give you this award, whatever that you give us is what we have been using. There was a time I traveled to Lagos, I bought Tokumbo cloth because I don't have money to buy new clothes. I bought Tokumbo cloth, I took it to some motherless home so that people can have clothes to wear. You understand? Last year, I opened an office at Ibadan. The day of the opening of that office, I gave about 20 people, though it was 20,000 that we arranged for each, but the money could not come, so I have to divide, and the people that came are many. I have to divide the money into 10,000 naira for the widows. That if you are, even though it's pure water that you are selling, you can be able to feed, to put something into your mouth and to the mouth of your children. So I want to appreciate those who have supported us, and I want to appreciate our global grand patron. He's a man indeed. I don't know him from any other. I only heard about him, and I called him. I said, this is. And the man I said is going to be a pillar of this. So I want to appreciate him. Another person that I want to appreciate is Engineer Michael Akinola, the chairman, CEO, Marvelous Night Press Limited. The man also has done wonderfully well. I appreciate all of them. Because
every award is an urge for one to work harder and continue in that line on which that award is actually conferred on that person. And so mine is not different. It's challenging, asking me to do more for humanitarian services. And it's a very needed support that we provide for humanity. The organization is also into that area because what they are trying to do is to identify those in the society that have the same line of thinking with their own objectives, and to be able to, in one way or the other, to encourage such individuals, probably looking forward to a situation where they can also partner with those individuals so as to be able to at least achieve much more of what their own capacity can actually achieve. And I just want to advise them to continue to search for people of like minds that can actually make that dream to be more realized and in such a way that the society can benefit much more than their capacity can hold without reaching everything. It's challenging, like I said. This year alone, I've gotten not less than 30 something awards. Coming in under 2-3 days, on Sunday, another one is waiting for me. So I'm used to it, and that's been encouraging me in so many ways, just to ensure that I don't relent. Do what I'm doing. I've actually been making people to see me, kind of singling me out for some of these awards. So it's a call to work harder and to think of other probably improvement initiatives that can also make it to be more enlarged than it is now. When you talk about the youth, I have a different belief about this youth. We talk about youth. Right now, Nigeria situation doesn't provide that enabling environment for the youths to actually exhibit their potentials. So the problem is not the youths. The problem is the society. I can tell you that they are there, they are ready to work. They are suffering yet they are still managing their lives. How much more when they have a better environment? It's not a question of the youth. It's a question of the fact that Nigeria itself is not on the right path. Me, I wouldn't say anybody is reluctant. When you see people that are reluctant, like I said earlier on, what is decided in the spiritual is what you see in the physical. A lot of lives have been bastardized spiritually. Some of us are not better than most people you see on the road that couldn't feed today. So it's a question of the society itself. Africa, for what we have, why is it that we cannot show love? Why is it that we cannot allow people to live by their potentials? Why is it that we are just having that attitude of bastardizing people's destiny? That's the problem. That's where the problem lies. So all they need to do is just to get close to God so that they can feel free, gain their freedom from these people that never wanted potentials to be realized.
Delighted. I feel honored and delighted to be among the awardees. I've seen the pedigree of those that have been awarded before now. And they are men of timber and caliber, so to say. And I feel honored to be part of them. And what this is telling us is that people are seeing what we do, no matter how small it is. And this is a means of inspiring us and motivating us to do more than what we're presently doing. That it is the little that I have contributed, like I mentioned earlier, because I was nominated, and I believe it is from what people have seen from the outcome of what we have contributed that inspired the nomination. When I become the governor of Oyo State, I'm going to concentrate a lot of energy on improving the lives of people, because you see, we have seen over the years that a lot of leaders prefer to have people in abject poverty so they can manipulate them when it comes to election or some other functions. But I believe in empowering people, not scared of developing and making millionaires. So we're going to bring projects and programs just like we're doing now that will impact people's life and turn them from poverty to at least let them be let them be able to sustain themselves. They may not be super rich, but let them be able to afford the basic things of life. So we are going to have an economy that is progressing and towards prosperity. That's the vision, and I have just one ambition in Ondo State, is to move the state from a civil servant state to a state that is able to sustain itself without looking at federal allocation or oil derivation. I really and sincerely, from the depth of my heart, appreciate the organizers of this event, and I want to encourage them to keep up the good work and also identify more people that are doing this selfless work. It's not easy to do this kind of job in the country. It's not, especially when you are self-financing it. But we believe that the reward comes from God, but appreciation comes from men and recognition. So, and in my place, they say Kushelo Morishe Onishe Ori Onishe Ya. That's if they say well done, your head will swell up, you feel do more.
Not because of the politics, and that is her nature. She has been a good person and a dangerous giver. And she joined this politics not by she wants people to know her, no. Not as if she thought of it, no. In the spirit of God, I minister to her so that she can help Ekiti State out of poverty and to show the Ekiti women that what man can do, women can also do better if they're determined to do it. And I call her, not that I call her my boss, I call her the woman of steel. You should know what woman of steel is all about. She don't give up in whatever she started. She make sure she finish it, and she bring out a purpose, and she will bring out a gold. And she touches life financially, she touches life physically, she touches life, she imparts people. And just as I said once again, it's not because of the politics. The dominion you hear about, she started it immediately when she finished her secondary school. You should know she didn't think she would join politics. Because the way she worked hard, according to her story, that she worked hard without the help of human being but God. She wants to prove to the women in the Ekiti States that even without the help of man or husband, you can do it alone. Do you understand? So I appreciate her, and I am here because of her. Because she was supposed to be here. But you know, she's a busy person. And she's not here, but her spirit is here. So that is why I came to represent her, so that you will not be disappointed, and you will also know that she loves you. I will talk of, I cannot speak for her in whatever you want.
Let's say what advice you have for women?
Okay, the advice, as I told you, the advice I have for women, for women to stand on their ground. Women should try to empower themselves. Women should try to work, not by sitting at home, nor allowing Telemundo or Z-World to take over your time. Women should learn how to be creative, so that at least we say heaven help those who help themselves. So if at all you don't have the financial backup, God will use somebody like Engineer Kemi Elebute to assist you. believe she's not the only one, but it is how you look at yourself. God will see and God will not touch the heart of the man or woman who assists you.
Thank you for watching BMC TV. Please watch, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.